Hello, hello, hello. Alright, welcome to the Newcomers Mania World Cup 2025, and today we will have probably one of the most exciting matches of all the semifinals, and it's going to be United States A versus Vietnam A. A very close seed here.
Yeah, welcome. And this is one of the matches we are expected to see in semifinals. Yeah, the sixth one is here again.
In the United States A team, we can see that they have a lot of medals, especially on Rise and SV. They have first place, absolute gold. And same as Owen and Hybrid, they are really consistent there with their seed in placing. That's impressive, really impressive.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Only the C3s on the hybrid one is what holding them up, but still, only seat number one and number two on all the categories. Yeah.
On Vietnam A, despite or not having any medals, but still they're doing really consistent there with their rise in especially SV. For the past matches, Vietnam A have shown that they are one of the best SV teams to have ever existed in Newcomers Mania World Cup, but still the ON are a little bit lacking, so I think they should really improve on that.
Yeah, however, we can clearly see that this will be a match which will feature us both Rise and High Risk, and also SV2. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting.
Alright, now we are going through the warm-up, and what the hell is this map?
Yeah, I think it's just some bench. The bench always randomly picking. So far they haven't picked their warm-up, I think. Oh wait a sec. I think they did, but no, another map, but seems like I haven't got the map. Yeah, blame the benches again. Yeah, maybe they are on the United States A warm up, and I definitely know what it is, but for s- yeah, but for some reasons it is still not loading. So yeah, just wait me a few seconds.
All right.
Just we're gonna be a few seconds, just, and I will bring the warm ups. Yeah. Yeah.
What the hell is not?
I believe it's still downloading. It should take some time, but it should be soon enough.
I think this time of schedule, I think is like kind of perfect. Around 9:30 a.m. for USA and around 9:30 p.m. for Vietnam. So a quite maybe good uh yeah, good time schedule despite the United States A and Vietnam A are having quite a lot of troubles with their time zones.
Already just the warm up, so yeah.
All right, while the teams are warming up on this side, let's talk about the other match, Philippines A and Vietnam B. As of right now, they're playing the custom map, and it seems like Philippine A are winning 2-0. Yeah, Philippines A are showing they are quite a giant in this tournament.
I hope I'm having late for the warm ups. Yeah, just few seconds. Yeah, this it is. The United States A custom warm ups. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I think I'm late for it.
Yeah, maybe. All right. now it's time for the Vietnam A warm up.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm late, but I think we still can get the audio at least of Unity State A warm up for semifinals. Just they made it every round.
Alright, yeah, for the warm up.
Oh
I
wait,
think.
uh,
Wait.
oh wait.
Foxtrot ones are using hard rock.
Yes, we are getting into it. It's semifinals
I,
warm ups by made by Foxos One, the team captains of Unity State A.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems like that warm up does cause some surprise. And yeah,
Yeah.
Vietnam A is really.
Yes, the gap is on Vietnam A favors, but we are having a harder player here, so that would explain. Yeah, I think so far the warm up is pretty decent, and yeah, it is pretty matched up with the difficulties of the rounds. But yeah, however, I think the map is kind of like a hybrid one, but it's also pretty content release and can drain some player stamina a bit. It's like it's kind of quite harder than the Uma Pure Beast or custom song, if you question.
Yeah. But they kinda unbiased here.
Yeah. I think like the note count is still on the rise, but yes, you still have the very hard elements buttons like this inverse and coordination but yeah, it's like the map is you just alternate with some various rise. Like you got all of the rise button and all of the hard element buttons here.
Yo, Loki. I gotta say, hats off to Foxtrot because he actually put his effort to make the map warm-ups for each.
Yeah. Yeah, this is truly the moments I've been waiting for Unity State A every day of the day match. Yeah, very cool warm-ups. And this will be Heroes of Legends by Tristan Auric, made by Foxtrot One.
The captain himself. Right, now we're going to the Protected Band.
Yeah, I think we
Is
missed
it?
the warm-ups by Vietnam Ace, but yeah, we still have this, so maybe it's not a problem. Alright, so here we are in the band phase. Siemens Fox Group wins the roles with 41 points. A little bad luck for Vietnamese this time, but
That's Kylo, huh? 14 or 41. But alright, so it seems like United States A will take the pick here. Right, the United States A have picked their protect to be second, so Vietnam A will have a chance to protect first.
yeah, so look. Oh, wait. Why I'm seeing the SV? Is that the photo pick?
Oh wait, no. Vietnam protect SV. And
Yes, they protect SV and United States A with Rise 4.
Yo, okay, we're gonna mention that United States A, they having first place on the SV in the qualifiers, so be careful Vietnam A.
Yeah, they not only just able to read the SV, they actually can get it with a very high ratio.
Yeah, and also they dominate Rise 2 with all two of them, map pool, Rise 1 and Rise 2. They're all getting first place with that, so that's something that you gotta.
Yeah, really all-rounded. And coming in with the ban phase will be Rise 3 gonna be banned by United States A. Wait. Oh, seems like they want to take the map, right?
I think that is not allowed, I guess.
It's up to referees, but I think it should be fine.
Yeah, maybe. But okay, I never see something like this. Like, can you actually take your guts back and pick your protect? Or just ban? Oh, I don't think that is allowed.
It's kind of a bit confusing here, but
As one,
Wait,
seems
wait.
like we're having no Kita map.
oh, no Kita maps. Yeah, Rise
We will
1.
have, yeah.
Yeah, it will be the hardest map, pool Rise pool with a lot of stamina drainings, straight up between 3 minutes.
They are straighting up, banning the. I think like the hardest map in the map.
Yeah, indeed.
Behind Tiebreaker. No Kita blessing.
We have a very hard, like each category have one hard maps. Rise will be Rise 1 and Avance. I think Avance is like double the Avance to card. And alright, the decision still be Rise 3 gonna be banned by United States A.
Seems like Vietnam A have to heavily rely on hybrid here because there's only 4 maps of Rise and United States A have already protect Rise 4.
Yeah, and we're gonna see if United States A wanna pick Rise 4 or something else. We are very wide choice for them. Oh, and Rise 2 will be the big.
Seems like we're having 6 Dan.
Yeah, let's go for the 6th revolution. Oh, wait a sec. I don't know if my child is in chattings, cause oh, never mind. Yeah, they pick right too, but yeah, just forget about the chat. Yeah, and here we go with the blind sum. Focus 1, Tyvex, and Utamis. All of them are very all-rounded in all the categories. So I just can't say like who is the best to perform.
The gold of also standard in the USA.
Yes,
Now he's coming to
definitely.
Mania to dominate.
Yes, Utami with a very strong accuracies. Yeah, we gonna perform us another great like 990 above or no, that's still low.
Yo, look, if anyone knows or don't know, he's like the Konkawa of Newcomers. If you don't know who Konkawa is.
Yeah, very good way to describe how strong Utami is.
Alright, here comes the player. Shall we begin the map? Oh, that's... What is Utami?
Ooh. But we still got Tom and Yukina is also marching with it.
Yeah, but look at Utami accuracy after that burst. He still holds NF94. What the hell? That's like insane.
Yeah, but Tyvek's gonna have to catch up more with the United States A, because we have Vietnam A which are very consistent about 99.8 for average, and the gap is just a few hundred, but it's still on Vietnam A favors.
Yeah, I think Shins have their first 200 and that
Yeah.
causes the score to shift to United States. And yeah, seems like all the players in USA are doing really well, especially Utami. With after half of the map, he's still 99 for 95 this 6-Dan map. What the hell?
Yeah, Utami is really killing it. And every mistake from Vietnam A had to pay.
That's something weird.
Oh,
wait, is that Banjo?
Yes, yes, that's too obvious.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Banjo, that's Banjo.
Just no one's still missing so far.
But it seems like Tom and TCD Chins have dropped quite a lot 200, and that causes the score difference to slowly shifting to the United States A side more and more. And yeah, we still gotta mention this. End of the map, what is Utami doing with his accuracy? what the hell? 99.93. That's like one of the top plays in the United States. A 997. What the hell? What is that score?
Yeah, also Tyvex with only a single 200. Yeah, and Fortress 1 with just 2 and 200 too. Yeah, very
That's like
great
insane.
performance.
On a Newcomer trust.
Yeah, and that will be the first point for Unity State A. Yeah, very scary with the opponents if you are facing with some constant rise map. So I think Vietnam A is maybe they would pick something like small techies like Rise 5.
Yeah, maybe. Or throw in some SV. I don't know.
Yeah, SV also pretty is good, yeah, because they will have to take the point back. But oh, we have Fortress 1 is suggesting Vietnamese to pick Hybrid 1, our custom song. I
would
definitely
say,
would
I don't know.
fall for that, but they will pick Hybrid 2 first. Yeah, seems like Vietnam is gonna be quite confident in having skill today. Yeah. Yeah, probably they know that during the state A gonna be very consistent on the Rise map, so they are focusing on more Alpha map today. But also during the state A is very consistent performance. Well, and yeah, we have Terry One is joining. Some technical issue from Yukina. Seems like they haven't ready the map. Yeah, oh, and seems like Yukina has spiked and will start our Hybrid 2, the first pick for Vietnam base, and the second pick of the match soon.
What the hell is that row? 99 points. Anyways, we're starting the match. Yukina? Alright, now starting. We still have to say that United States A, they have a really consistency on O1, so there's mostly hybrid and O1 involved O1 density, so it would be.
But Terry will
drop.
Yeah, the very early drop, and we to rise higher the slog into Vietnam A. Yeah.
Vietnam A needs to do is just hold the accuracy there. The score difference can be down a little, but yeah, all these in Vietnam just need to hold really well.
Yeah, but you then I still have a 10 because Chin's accuracy is dropping here.
Yeah.
Yeah, while holding the full combo, but it's still rather a low accuracy from Chin's. But there's a second miss from Terrio. Yeah, very big chance for Vietnam is here. With all the members are still holding the FC.
All they need to do is just hold the FC until they enter the map. And low-key, this map was really short too, with a minute of 1 minute and 56 seconds. It should be not really hard to Vietnam to hold. And yeah, for only Puella, I think there's not much any time for Vietnam. No, for USA to actually get back the points.
And that will be the point for Vietnam A.
They successfully won their pick and draws out 1-1. Now it's going to be USA A pick.
Yeah, very impressive triple FC from Vietnam A. White Teams is holding a bit lower accuracy, but still, yeah, that is gonna be enough for a win against United States A. Yeah, also Foxtrot 1 and Utami is very impressive accuracy. But yeah, seems Taro is not doing good, so maybe they are doing a substitute today. And let's move back to United States A pick. From the performance on Rise, I think that they will head into but I was about to say they are heading another Rise, but the 11-2 will be the big here.
I mean, with their seeding on Owen, there's like they have an advantage on Rise and Owen too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, seems they are exploiting the underperformed in a Vietnam A resort on Evans.
Low-key, I gotta say this, but I think on our map pools, I think it is slightly better. It's just not hard at all, and it's quite consistent. Not like in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, from L1-2 from quarterfinals and before, they're more like a speedy L1s because it's very hard to do a constant L1 densities in the lower match, the lower skill. Like if you have follows like 40 MCs or the NWC, the L1-2 is like just really dense and very constant. But yeah, it's gonna be very hard to do it in 5D tournament. Yeah, but as semi-final is reaching, we are having a more constant and harder map pool. And we are preparing with the quarters that we now joining with United States B lineup. Why is still the same lobby for Vietnam A? Oh wait, actually Tom was being replaced by Honey69.
Maybe yeah, so replace Tim's.
Oh, seems like Vietnam are still preparing. Oh, and Honey69 with Tom 1981 is joining. And let's go. See this the both stat bars or someone's score is strong 1 and 32. Wait, that should be a main shows. Very early miss from Fox's one. Yeah, definitely.
But I think Utami dropped a lot of like 200, but still Vietnam A or oh wait no, Fox 1 dropped.
Also the first one drop on the light coordinations. And yeah, and again, the advantage is on Vietnamese side, but they still have to hold the accuracies and the consistency. Because Honey 69 are dropping into 98%.
With around 15 seconds into the map, with a quite early drop of 200 from Utami and an early miss from Frangshaw, Vietnam A are taking the advantage and trying to maintain the full combo.
Yeah, however, we can't still say anything beforehand. Oh
no!
And Honey 69, yeah, the first the mid here. Yeah, very constant hour density and some slight coordination that can take produce any 200s online amidst any time. And it's gonna be straight up for 3 minutes and we're going to the KIs with more hour.
This part is really easy to miss. Not my god.
This is going to require you to train the coordination constantly. It seems Honey 69 as a struggle in accuracy it, and US Data will advance with the more score.
But still, a miss or a side break could... Yeah, maybe they would change anything.
However, it's still very close up. Oh, and Kotas are fighting to meet here. Yeah, but the score is still only give Vietnam for like a few thousands. Yeah. It's still a huge advantage with a full combo from Fox's one. Oh, yeah, and Fox's one fighting the miss, but Honey 69 also trading here. Yeah. Just only 2,000 score difference in your data favors.
A miss could really change anything here.
Yeah, and only United States A with Utami holding the full combo. Yeah, Vietnam A with Yukina Chance and Tom 1981 also holding the full combo, but they have to get the accuracy. But it will be a chance when Foxos has 5 minutes. But another gun.
It's really a closer. Oh, it knew something.
Yeah.
The code has just dropped.
Yeah, Yukina
now shifting to Vietnam A.
Yeah, no one in United States A is holding full combo, and Yukina and Nachan still holding full combo, and they will have the chance and the first break point belongs to Vietnam A. Yeah, that would be the first and only FC from Yukina Chance. Very impressive. So. Yeah, also use State A with the free constant accuracies. Yeah.
That's really an upset. Now that's a break point from Vietnam A, and Vietnam A will have a chance of taking the third point here. Now, as we say before, the time zones are really difficult because like it just not being advantage for both of the teams because the time zone was just too large. 12 hours. That's huge, isn't it?
Ooh, and hybrid ones the next week for Vietnam A. Yeah, it's time for Uma. Yeah. We are having the The Uma Boys Hyper Tears. Yeah, the stage is on you, Masuno.
On your marks. Set.
Yup. Like that.
Uma 2, 1, go!
I don't remember the English lyric.
And now the chat is also singing. Everyone is Yumai.
Alright, seems like we are having the new face here. Dark Master.
Yeah, very interesting. I think Dark Master haven't enjoyed it much, but seems like instead I gonna have to replace some players because seems some of them might be a bit tough or underperformed today. Non-Vietnamese, that which and Chin is the bike.
Set.
And it's time to Umas, guys. Oh. Wait. Oh, seems like it's gonna be an abort.
Yeah, it's going to be on board.
Yeah, some technical issues from Vietnamese side. We're gonna have to delay the Umas a bit. It should be back soon, so no worries. When a bit out of topics, another match which happens 30 minutes before this match will be the Philippines Ace versus Vietnamese has ended with victories for Philippines Ace 6-1.
That's quite heavy, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite a hard match for Vietnam B to hold, but still they did good. They did a really good run. So congratulations to the Philippine B for advancing to the finals losing like that. It's the Vietnam B.
Yeah, Vietnam will be eliminated, but they will end the tournament with the top number 8. It's still a very impressive result now. And yeah, also so with the United States A or Vietnam A, the losers will face in Philippines A in the finals loser bracket.
Maybe. Seems like we're not having any Vietnam War.
On your marks. Set. Go!
Yeah, Civil War is bad and like not really bad, but yeah, it's just very cool. Right, so a bit delayed, but we should be back soon. And it seems like Chin is still playing for Vietnam in this hybrid one. Oh, we got Dark Master is back there, and Chin with Tom and Yukina who fight for Vietnam A. Alright, and nothing holding us back, and it's time for the Umas. Do your pleasures, Masuno.
Alright.
On your marks.
Oh, very early 200 from Dark Master.
Alright, all the players in Vietnam B, no Vietnam A are holding 9-9 here, and while Zackos are trying to probably regaining his accuracy.
But wait, Chin has dropped a few 200. Yes. And Dark Master is gaining now. Yeah.
Don't tell me again, what the hell is that accuracy? It's like the backbone of the United States A.
Yeah, the LN ratio is crazy, and Chin with another 200 that will bring more, even more score into the United States A. Some 200 from the Jacks. Yeah, so far everyone is doing pretty good on the TI with it. I think it's more LN release heavy.
Any miss would potentially be like.
Oh, and it is with Utami fighting the Meteor. Yeah, the MVP is dropping.
The score is slowly shifting to Vietnam A side. The backbone just collapsed.
Yeah, just a few seconds, and it's on Vietnam A side, and another KI with more LN release. Yeah, the hard part is here. Yes, you have to release while playing the jump stream. Yeah, and also there's a few short LNs that could take 200 from you anytime. But United States A seems doing better. Yeah, Achin is dropping. But wait, it's shifting to Vietnam A again. And with the ending, oh, Bencho, yes.
Yeah, Bencho, jump scare.
Wait, but it's still a bit on United States A, and
Yeah, seems like United States A have destroyed the accuracy here with 743. Really close here. Despite Utami having a miss there, but Utami he still managed to hold up his accuracy. That's really close.
and
That's
also
really close.
very close. Also, they still have focus on holding impressive accuracies. Only 3 200 here. Chin's he end up with Pretty
No, no,
nice
no, no, no,
numbers.
no,
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 no, no, no,
no,
no.
no. I mean just 99.0. Yeah, very nice number, but
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, you need more than just a nice number to win. And the second breakpoint is will be United States A. Yeah, yeah, and
He's on
immediately
United States
trade.
A.
On your marks.
United States A have destroyed Venom A with the accuracy. That's the thing.
But oh, wait, or
Just like
yes, is right false now. The protect is now gonna be bring out. But yeah, looks like this time United States A is on the locking mode. Because this will be the map that Utami can showcase a very impressive racial skill, along with Foxtrot One and Tavix.
this map heavily relies on the ratio, so maybe this is my favorite map because look at its accuracy. It's really crazy.
Alright, still all of you with teens and not, yeah, there's a very constant rise in players. And we'll see if you tell me how would we end up with a score. Yeah, I think that the semifinals right fall is significantly harder than quarterfinals because there are more awkward buttons here. So at least you may find struggles in ratioing it. Oh, and Honey 69, that's another very good accuracy for the start.
That's a drop. Well, we can see that United States A are really consistent with their protect pick.
Another 200 from Honey 69. New Tommy, yes, look at the ratio. Oh, wait.
Oh wait, no.
Yo.
That's a drop.
Yeah, very massive drop and instantly 300,000 score gap, but it's still very close and we are heading to another break. Vietnam will advance with 2,000 score lead here.
Maybe a break point, another break point here from Vietnam A. But it's still to tell because this map is quite long.
Yeah, 245 seconds. And the last guy is even last for like straight up 30 seconds. So you can't predict anything.
It's just too small as hell.
Yeah, Utami and Foxtrot One is gaining bikes. And Cheese and Yugina is still holding the score for Vietnam Bay, but Honey 69 will have to focus in not dropping any 200s or below. Yeah, oh, but Utami! Yeah!
The backbone collapsed again!
Oh my god, and this one is even more crucial! Yeah. Yeah, a very long break again, but yeah, very crucial. 2 misses from Utami. It seems like somebody's on Foxtrot One and typing so what? Honey 69! starting to fight the chalk here. Yeah,
It's too close. It's too close. To
close.
tell.
Yeah, no one should drop in the ending.
Oh no, it's a big jump again.
Oh, again. Yeah, another chance for Vietnam A. But yeah, it's still flickering. Yeah,
It's still looking crazy.
Yeah.
Is there anything happening?
just seems like we still gonna need some drop here to decide who will be winners. But Vietnam A is constantly with 1,000 score up, and it will end up with another score from Vietnam A, another break point.
Breakpoint. That's a collapse here from Utami with 4 misses.
Yeah, impressive accuracy for all the players. Focus one with only one single 200, but and an SSV1 for Yukina chance.
Yeah, that's really crazy. Like, we never expected this to happen.
Yeah, it's really a pretty annoying map. And seems to me seems struggle with the patterns. Even though the ratio is still by far the best of the lobbies here.
Now it's time for the Vietnam A pick. Vietnam A can extend the score lead by another point, and that would give like a really big advantage. Because if you once you have a break point, you can literally decide everything if you're going to win or you're going to lose.
Yeah, we will need a point for Vietnam A. That will be a very important point. And Vietnam A, they still have the SP, they protect haven't been big. And they just won United States Life Protect. It will open for a very good chance.
See if I can fit the hybrid 3. Another like heavily armored map.
Oh, hybrid 3. Oh, and is Utami not joining? And we are Darkmaster is joining again. And Vietnamese seems to have some substitute. We only have teams joining here, and look like Yukina-chan too, after he's with the team of course. Yeah, and again, I think this is one of the last gamble picks for both the teams. Because you have like the LN's gonna be a bit connections and a bit bursty. It's gonna be pretty tough. If you haven't been able to match up with a hybrid technicals like the LN and the Grey, yeah, pretty hard combinations for the newcomers level. But we should still have Utami back into the lineups with the Yukina Chance and Tom 1981.
Yeah, okay. Because hybrid still includes Owen, so it heavily relies on the luck here if the United States A are going to break or not. Because look at the seed in the qualifier, something that we're gonna mention United States A having medals on every map pool that they play, and Vietnam A they are not getting any medal, but still Vietnam A are doing really well, holding up to the semifinals. And yeah, now they have an advantage of like winning the whole match.
Yeah, really impressive because Vietnam A is leading with 3 points. But let's see, will United States A get the equalizers?
Yeah, seems like the score is still flickering. And yeah, with the early drop of Dark Master, the early 200, the score is now slowly shifting to Vietnam's side, with all of the players still holding a 9-9.
Yeah, impressive accuracy from Utami has then taken the 2000 score lead for United States A, and we are heading into more technical seconds.
It heavily relies on the ratio here, if they're going to win or not.
Yeah,
It's
and
quite...
there are also a few choke points here. Yeah, look at the L1s in there.
Yeah, quite a lot of 200s here, and now 200 can you get a chance.
Seems Utami is struggling. They are dropping their accuracy down to 99.5, but we still have Focus one. Oh,
no,
Bencho.
Two of them. No, I don't
Wait.
think it's... Oh
Wait,
yeah, it's Metro, it's
wait,
Metro.
but-
Oh wait, no, that's dropped for real!
Yeah, Dark Master drop is for real, and also remember, it's Vietnam is still holding the FC, but they still have a few hundred score lead here, and
Vietnam A is still holding up the accuracy
Yeah.
and the full combo, while the United States A Dark Master have dropped. Now the score is slowly shifting to Vietnam A side. Vietnam A are really taking the point here seriously.
yeah, the gap is getting enlarged every time. Yeah, and Vietnam A is the task now is just holding the FC and not dropping too much 200 here.
Now here comes the last hard fight second here. It could be interesting because the score is like also it's 5,000. Enemies could
Oh,
shit.
yes, the team fighting the mid tier on the technical here. That's the technical element I was talking about. And now I again is on a high chance into getting the equalizers here.
Yeah, enemies could really change the game here, and yeah, from the miss that Jin's had, yeah, that really changed the game.
Yeah, quite solid accuracies on both the teams with Foxos 1 and Jugina chance very close. Yeah, but United A with great accuracies and consistency in the end that will bring the match back to a balance.
Now once again, a break point for United States A, and now it's the United States A pick. I think they'll pick. I think the United States A will pick L1.
I still think the United States can advance to some consistency rise like rise 5. Oh, but they are picking hybrid 4.
Yo, okay. For the past Masters that I have been commentating, the map that I have been waiting most is actually Hybrid 4 because, like, I hear the sound is really crazy and it's map with Poppy too. Yeah, I really like that map. How do you say hello to Vietnamese? Xin chào!
Xin chào.
Now we're having a Hybrid 4. One of my favorite songs in the whole entire Newcomers World Cup map pool. What a great map. But still getting banned.
shout out to the Marbles for these very good maps and good song choice. And the lineup seems to be still keeping gears with all the lobbies.
With a quite dairy core music and with a BPM 205, quite a high BPM. Lag is really the lag is really quite tiebreaker too. 3 minutes and 55 seconds, and probably multi hardest map in the semifinal. 3.44 star rating. That's something really want to maintain.
Yeah, despite the BPM 205, it's quite hard, but yes, the mapper has able to balance the map with a lot of burst and 1 second LN and rise button. Yeah, that would be like a more bursty, but also very balanced and fun to play hybrid map.
Be careful on the L1 though, because you really easy drop that. But Utami, what the hell?
Yes, the LN's ratio is again.
Like I said, he's like the Gonko of USA. That whole Newcomer radio world. Yukina have dropped quite a lot of 200 in that call just to drop down his accuracy to 99.30, but still anything can happen. Yeah, this hour is really hot here.
LN inverse. First features in NMWC. Yeah, and there's definitely someone who went to the tier, especially from Cheese having dropped out to 98%.
Drop massive, but still, even after that inverse, our Utami showed no fear and still having an accuracy of 99.91.
Yeah, the
He
accuracy
really
is,
treated someone well.
and also Focus One is still holding the on first 99.7 accuracy. And Team still got the chance to win, and Utami is fighting the drop again. Another crucial, yeah, no one even expected. United States like Vietnam, me, and all the viewers. It's very hard to predict. Because seems to me it's a good shape today.
Now we're coming to the rice drop and a little bit on. It's mostly rice though.
Yeah, the LN I think is pretty linear enough, so players are just gonna get the accuracies and the features.
Right now we're going to a first break, and yeah, after the half of the map, 4,879 score difference, Vietnam A are taking the lead here as of right now. But still, anything can happen with only one miss.
Yeah, and
again,
all LN inverse.
This point is really hard to just hold, especially in the Newcomers. But still, you're just gonna hold that.
Yeah, no one is gonna miss it. A 200 from team, but yeah, still a triple FC from Vietnam A.
Right now we're coming to the more hour. This point is really easy to miss on our line.
Yeah, but constant burst is very easy to get 200.
Score difference are really close right now.
Yeah, but United States are still doing better in aggravating these buttons. And they are still gaining, while teams quite still. The accuracy still holding in the low 99%. But yeah, it's very close. And now not only a miss, even like a 1 or 200 could play. Yeah.
Now here comes the more.
Oh, it's
top
Tom, the drop.
That's a crucial drop.
Oh, and
no,
she's
dropped
too.
That's a crucial drop there from the Vietnam A. The only one who actually in the Vietnam A here is Yuki Jan. That's a huge achievement. That changed the game entirely in United A. I think there's barely enough time for Vietnam A to take a point back, and I think the fourth point will go to the United States A.
Yeah, again, the points belong to the one who picked them up. They've been doing very great so far, but yeah, very unfortunate.
Despite Otami having 3 misses, the ratio is crazy. Yeah, like it covers all the misses that he had.
Yeah, truly crazy, because he scored even higher in some of the FCs from Dark Masters. Yeah. And Fortress 1 also holding a good decent accuracy. Yeah. Oh, SV?
Now we're talking.
Yeah, the trump cards of Vietnam A. They finally drop out. It will be SV.
Yo, okay. We gotta mention United States. Hey, they have seat 1 on SV. That's what I'm gonna mention.
Yeah.
Seat 1 SV. This will be a battle SV here, because both of the teams trained their SV well.
Okay, even if you are training, there's a lot of it's a very complex buttons, the complex teleports, and a few memorations within.
Now, even if just a drop would change the game entirely.
Yeah, and even though like most of the SV map in recent rounds are like a bit readings oriented, but I think this one is not really something like that you could say it. That you have to practice like a few times at least to get how the rhythm works.
Yo, Loki, I think this map is easier to train than the quarterfinal, because quarterfinal they have those slow jams. But now, it's just melody.
No, but I think there are also like some civilization in the rhythm that the map has put into. Yeah, and I think you have to feel the rhythm better if you compare to the quarterfinal SV map.
Oh, sorry, again.
Yeah! Again! Yeah.
Yeah, as we said before, United States A are one of the SV giants, and now we're seeing some intense battle of SV here. Oh no, that's the 200 from Yuki-chan, and also Tom too.
Yeah, the rhythm is changing drastically, and that will cause some 200 drop anytime.
Yeah, like really expected from the number 1 seed on SV here. They're really proving himself, especially on Otami. Look at that, he's really good. He's really good at SV and every skill combined. One of the best player in the whole entire Newcomer Mania World Cup is definitely going to be Otami. He's really all around. Seems like no one are dropping the full combo.
Another 200 from Tom.
What's the Yuki to do? The score difference are slowly shifting to United States A. Oh no, that's a 200 from you, Heavy, and Nelson Terry too. This could have been slowly changing.
There are a few misses from Utami, but with the accuracy they're leading. And, yeah, and this will be still, even though the full room lobby is in FC, but the gap is just really big. And
Yeah, we are having full lobby FC, but United States A have taken the break point, and yeah, they have won their Vietnam A pick, and now it's up to United States A whether they're going to win or Vietnam A will win the break point because it's a match point here.
yeah, Vietnam is gonna have to save the 2 match point. Yeah, and in Utami now he's finally a full combos. Yeah, and along with the impressive ratio, that will take United States A into a very big advance.
Alright, we're having Rise 5.
Yeah, they are saving the Rise map up till now, and
The only map here is going to be Rise and Owen. Yeah, that's the only. If Vietnam A actually won this Rise pick, the only option that Vietnam A is going to pick is only Rise 6 because Owen 1 is too heavily relies on Bricks, so yeah. Tiebreaker, maybe tiebreaker.
yeah, there's still chance for Vietnam A to reach tiebreakers. But first, we're heading to Rise 5. There's also free constant map. But I just think like the United team is not doing very good on the technical maps. That's maybe why they can Rise 3. This is one of the most rusty maps that could take you 200 and even miss every time. Rise 5 is not as rusty and slower. But yes, you have the constant burst and it's changing the style constantly for straight up 2 minutes and 24 seconds.
Alright, so there will be 2 scenarios. If Vietnam A will win this pick, maybe it's going to be 5-5 or 4-5. But if United States A win this pick, United States A will advance to the finals with this bracket, and yeah, the score is 3-6.
Hopes are there for Vietnam A with the Rise 3 team getting back.
It will heavily relies on Vietnam A here with the ratio. Just don't drop and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think this map is not something like easy ratio. Yeah, and we're gonna expect like the more accuracy plays or just competitions like the who miss left.
We shall begin potentially the last map of today's match. Utami?
Yeah,
That's a delay. That's a delay.
a bit delays. Yeah.
Oh wait, what? Oh wait, yeah. Alright, so that's back out. Yeah, it heavily relies on on Vietnam A if they one is going well.
Yeah, But again, very constant accuracy for United States A. Everyone is holding above 99.7. But Angelina Chan seem have to keep up much better. Yeah, but however, oh wait, Udemy seems to have a few drops, and that will lead to a few 400 score gap for Vietnam A. But yeah, the consistency and how they can coordinate into more hard buttons, and yeah, the bursty button are still there. They have to constantly face for straight up half the map.
Now it's only relies on Vietnam A whether they are going to hold this accuracy or not. Because if they hold this, yeah, Vietnam A will definitely win the point and it's their chance to make a tiebreaker.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit higher chance because Dark Master has dropped a few 200 here. And you can have chance. Yeah, Utami I think still so far doing very good, but yeah, it's gonna get more effort from his teammate also. While Vietnam A, all the members are holding above 99.7 again, with Yuina Chan is still gaining.
Yeah, all the players are still holding up 99.7. That's something really impressive from Vietnam A. They're really taking the chance of Utami and Darkmaster dropping a lot of 200s. Really easily. Here comes the last section of the map, and with a little bit of time left, Vietnam A can actually win this big.
But again, the map is still very tiring. If you can mess up the rhythm, it will change anything. But that's not gonna happen. And a breakpoint, just another one for Vietnam A, and they are still having a match.
The only thing that Vietnam A are going to beat right now is definitely going to be Rise 6.
Yeah, by 6. Yeah, since Vietnam A is performing in it's like balance zone. They have win some hybrid map, and they also win some rise map. Yeah, so we just can't really predict what will the next pick could be. But however, I think L1 is not really a bad idea either. Yes, it's only close to
right
2 maps.
Yeah, only Rise 6. They are 40 on 1. Vietnam A are not as good, you know, and so yeah. The only option that they're going to pick is going to be Rise. Rise 6 is kind of mixed, to be honest, and there are some OM2, so we have.
Yeah, and Tiebreaker High is getting really close here. Yeah, everyone seems really up for it. First, what will be the last map gonna be played today? It's the last pickable map.
Rise 6. Rise 6. Rise 6. We're having geometry dash. Please.
Amor, ahora que empiezas a verme de esa forma animal, ya no sé lo que piensas hacerme, si está bien o si está mal, mi voluntad se echó a perder, no hay ciego peor que el que no quiere ver, si lo que hago con las manos lo deshago con los pies, lo que hay es lo que veo.
I think they're having a timeout.
I'm not sure, but seems like not. Oh, it's been 2 minutes.
Tú sabes qué palabras hay para hacerme suspirar. Mantente atento, ya va llegando el momento.
Yeah, as I said, the only map they're going to pick is going to be Rise 6.
Yeah, right 6. There's 2 minutes for the most important decision of the match. Yeah, that's a very long map. As
Alright, here you're ready for potentially the last map of this match, or we're going to have a tiebreaker. There's only 2 scenarios.
yeah, it's the last map, but I'm for sure this is the last map gonna be pickable. Yeah. And here we are.
Alright, with kind of long now, it's like a tiebreaker. Assume it isn't 44 seconds. It's heavily relies on Vietnam A if they're going to hold the full combo. Yeah, it seems like the score is shifting on Vietnam B side now. No, Vietnam A side. And yo, Yukina, you're really bursting here. Oh wait, Foxtrot, is that a... Oh wait, no, it's not.
Oh, yeah, another. But we still have a UTP holding the accuracies.
It's the
Yukina,
battle between...
yes,
It's
the battle
between
between
Usami and Yukina. They're having insane...
Yeah, they are locking in, but we still have. Yeah, everyone in the lobby are all holding above 99.7. But how?
This map is really long too, so
Yeah,
it could really change anything. It's just a miss or even 200.
yeah. However, I think this map is pretty constant. Like the hard part, I think just a mini jack section in the middle of the map, because that could be the point that everything can be changed. Except that the map is just gonna be some bursty and a few light jacks, and here we are. Oh, Yukina chance!
Not the first drop from Vietnam A.
Yeah.
Now it heavily relies on United States A whether what the players are going to drop or not. That's a crucial drop.
Yeah, and also they still have to hold the accuracy and consistency of, because the buttons it might look very easy, but yeah, it's gonna be keep going like this for the rest of the map, and a pretty live right here.
last quarter of the map. Would that be a miracle? Maybe.
Yeah, we'll get it in the next sections. Yeah. So we'll get back into the stream. That's very back and forth.
No. If there will be a miracle or even no miracle, but still, we're still wishing for miracles to happen.
Yeah, on the last match, and what we are liking is tiebreakers. But yeah, I think it's very late here. Even if that miss, it's still hard to change anything.
Yeah, every goes gonna seems like they're holding their accuracy well. They're proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the Newcomers Mania World Cup. And yeah, I think with a little bit of time left, there's not going to change about anything. And yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations to the United States A for winning this match against Vietnam A, and you will be playing in the finals winners bracket. And for Vietnam A, don't worry, you still got a chance for the losers final if you're going to win it. Or you still have a chance of making it to grand finals. Don't need to be worried about that.
Yeah, and we'll have Vietnam A gonna face us against Philippines A in the finals of loser bracket, and United States A will win face against China A. So yeah, so seed number 1 and seed number 2 in the
Yeah.
finals winner bracket.
That's one of the most watched match. I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, and this will be as expected one of the best match in semi-finals. Yeah, and very well deserved victory for United States A. They again proved why
It's
they are
really
the seed
intense,
number
bro.
1. Yeah,
Yeah, with Vietnam A trying the best to get 4 points. It's really impressive from a seed 4 like Vietnam A. And don't worry, you still got a chance. Don't need to be so worried about that. And for United States A, you're going to face against China A, seed 1 versus seed 2. That's really impressive. That's really, yeah. For Vietnam A, we face against Philippines A, and probably will face against China B in the next match.
yeah, and don't go anywhere because we are having the last map of the semi-final. It will be Indonesia A and Russia A. We haven't that's right now. Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm going to go out.
All right.
And alright, all the things I will switch into Itawachi. Good luck with the commentators. I'm going to go out. Peace.
Goodbye, Masino, and we will welcome another commentators here. So welcome Itawachi to the stream.
Hello. Thank you for having me. This is actually the first match I'm commentating for this tournament because life got in the way. But I'm sure we'll have a banger. This is the last match, the semifinals, correct?
Yeah, what another very interesting match here. Yeah. This will be the match we will decide who will face in the finals, loser brackets, and play against China B.
Yeah, we will be seeing Indonesia A and Russia A as well. So we will be having a losers bracket match for the semifinals. And yes, as you've mentioned, the loser will be eliminated. The winner will be facing the other China team. So, lucky enough, I just got here when the match started. So we will be here for a good match, I believe. Let's take a look at some of these stats for Indonesia A. Absolutely absurd on the long note and hybrid scores, getting seed 3 and 4 there respectively in those maps. And actually, we've already started in the match for Indonesia and Russia A. This should be the warm
Yeah,
pick.
Oh, and Ryan SV has a warm up.
Of course, SVS warm up because why not? Alright, I'm assuming we're going to have another warm up pick for the Russian team, so we will we will be seeing that shortly. I'm assuming anyway, but I don't know. Actually, oh wait.
Oh, yes.
Ah,
Oh,
there it is.
There
Our
it is.
other warm-up pick is none other than the final boss of sheet music themselves, Rush E. Everyone in chat, go E.
Yo, is and this up map by Ryu. Difficulty is Memphis' worst map in the world.
Everyone will be going insane for this pick, as people might know already. This is a very infamous chart, or not chart, a song in general, with absolutely insane music representations, but I don't know how that will translate to Mania, considering there will be a lot of speed ups, so there is a chance that this will have SV. I've not seen this map. There could very well be not normalized SV, so
Yeah, I bet the chart is gonna be crazy. Like the song is really crazy itself, and of course, aspects for the chart.
yeah, it's very, very much expected to have something just this crazy for the song. This crazy. Looks like we will be going in there shortly. Looks like someone on the lobby just has to finish downloading the map, but the ISP is being a bit of a pain to them at the moment. So you guys can already hear from the music right now as we get to the basically the second half of the song where things actually go very, very crazy, and it'll only get crazier from here. I don't know what to say. It's just Rushy. It's on Mania, and these are for 5 digits. I don't know how balanced this map is for 5-digit skill, but we'll only have to see. It's only 4.48 stars and OD8 HPA, so I feel like even if they will be missing, it won't be that brutal for them. But we'll have to see. It's gonna be very, very insane. I think we're all ready now. Let's see, Rushy.
Yeah, I think I have seen several of the Rush Team maps. Like one of them are very like above 10 star, or that's crazy. It's like impossible to play. But this one, yeah, we just gonna wait to see.
Yeah, let's see if it's as crazy as it is on other maps, but so far so good at the moment. I mean, as we talk about these two teams, these guys have actually just came off of a loss from last week, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I was not mistaken. The Russian team got 6-0'd by the United States A team last week on the quarterfinals. Indonesia A, on the other hand, getting only one map in their match against Vietnam A, which is coincidentally the two teams that were playing just before this this match. So a bit of a funny coincidence there, but we will see how these two fare in their possible last chance to make it to the finals, because one of these two teams will be eliminated soon after this match ends, but we will all have to wait and see for when that happens.
Yeah, and now we should move back to the chart. Yeah, you can see it's very crazy mini checks buttons and with the burst too.
Oh, those those speed bursts.
Yeah.
Those are the implied mini jacks in between them, and the speed jacks as the BPM increases and increases. Everyone seems to be struggling at the moment. Actually, look like Inorian and Shiro having just about 97% accuracy. However, I'm not sure how long that will stay for as we move to the last quarter of the map. And if anyone has heard Rush Eve before, we'll probably see something maybe unplayable. I don't know for this level. Here we go.
Constant burst for 335 BPM. And
Yeah, as we get to the higher BPMs, these speed jacks will be at 167.5 BPM speed jacks, and I don't think that's playable at this level. No one holding combo. E. And yeah, for those who are wondering whose warm-up this was Russia's.
yeah. Oh, however, that's still an impressive S rank for Shiros and Inurin.
Yeah, actually, they held pretty well on the early burst, but everyone dropping at least 2% accuracy at the ending is to be expected. It's Rush E, and if you do the math, those are 167.5 BPM mini jacks and 335 BPM streams, which are not friendly to play. That is about grand finals plus difficulty in terms of speed. So we will thankfully not be seeing those kind of maps in the next pool, or the pool after that. But you know, it's still something that theoretically can be playable by these people if they get better at the game in the future. So let's go on to rolls, and looks like Rain gets a 33 and Shiro gets a 74. All right. That means we will be having, let's see.
Seems like Russia I will choose to whether protect first or pick
Yeah.
first.
Forgive me, I was my water bottle just dropped, so I picked it up.
Alright,
Okay.
so they
There
have
we
to
go.
choose protect seconds, which means Indonesia I will choose to protect first and ban first and pick seconds.
Yep. Here we see. Apparently, according to them, this is the first time that Russia A wins the rolls. So first times for everything for these team, and we'll be seeing quite let's see how well these picks and bans go. Are the protects and bans? Sorry, but we will be seeing a couple of maps being chosen. I actually couldn't see that because the I was not paying attention, but alright, the Indonesia A will be getting the first protect, and they are protecting Crazy For You, the SV pick, which is to be expected. They literally team top scored on SV last week. Well, that was their best team score. So that means we have Russia's protect first, but I have no idea what they will be picking here.
A lot of wide choice for Russia A. But seems they're
Oh.
picking a right and this will be right 3.
Oh, the tech pick is going to
Yeah.
be protected by Russia A. Okay, so that's quite a different set of strategies here. We are getting SV and Rice 3, the tech pick, as their protects. It appears there was some typographical errors in the chat there, but it's been quickly resolved, and we shall be moving on to the bans. Now, if I were Team Indonesia, I might be tempted to ban either Rice 5 or Rice 6 because, of course, you kind of don't want to mess up on the more physical kind of picks, as they are quite, or Rice 1 as well, because these are quite physical in terms of how much you're gonna have to be playing on those maps. The drain time quite long, and we will have Rice 1 getting, as what most people would like to say, banned, or as I would like to say, yeeted from the map pool. We go to the second ban for this time for Team Russia A, and Oh, it's gonna be.
Indonesia, I think they're performing on LN pretty consistent. Oh, and hybrid 3, the technical hybrid 3 is gonna be banned by Russia A.
Yeah, looks like we have Hybrid 3 getting removed as well, which is anti-hero, which is actually kind of expected. Anti-hero is not really something that they probably want to play here, but Russia now, of course, gets the first pick. So, what will they be choosing? There is a strategy, of course, of just taking your protect now and just hoping for the best, see how that plays out, or you could just leave it for later when you want a guaranteed point for maybe to seal the deal, or maybe if you've been on a dry streak when your opponent gets taking break points after break points. But we don't know what the real strategy is for now. We will be seeing Umapoyoy Legends Hybrid 1 instead.
On your marks.
Shout out to Melorica and Ethereal Winter for this.
Yeah, another custom songs. Hybrid 1 is gonna be playing this match.
Looks like they're just going to be moving around some slots at the moment. Let's see. But yeah, let's look at what the rosters will be for Indonesia and Russia. Looks like Shiro, Zolas, and Shiori Fangirl are going to be in, while It's Fast, Rain Sakanashi, and Hakui Koyori will be opposing them. Alright, while we wait for everyone to ready up and the mutuals being added at the same time, we should make some bit of predictions here as how this goes. I mean, considering last week's scores, both these teams actually are quite decent for hybrids. However, I don't know how that will apply for Hybrid 1.
Yeah, I think Hybrid 1 is the Indonesia will have right chance because the LN is kind of with white keys because you got to play the LN release in the middle of the jump stream, and Russia A maybe they will have to accuracy the LN. It's not really an easy task.
That's true, and we are moving into Hybrid 1, the first pick of the match, which is Pelarica featuring Ethereal Winter, the Umapioy Legends English version, mapped by Poppy. And yes, as you've mentioned, a custom song for this. So shoutouts again to these people who have worked on this. And as we go to this quite short song, actually 2 minutes and 14 seconds only. So a lot of act drops already for the side of Russia A, with Zolas actually struggling and Shiro finding the first miss on the match, which is not what you want to see, considering it's very difficult to recover from very early misses, especially on shorter maps like this one. So even though actually, these were actually client-side misses because Bancho hates us anyway.
Yeah, so far we still have a triple FC for Indonesia A with each part with a hidden play and very high. He's holding the MVP of accuracy if this score will still be keeping.
Yeah, actually, Rain Takanashi is holding a 99.6. The closest on Team Russia only a 99.5, which is actually getting almost traded by It's Fast himself, but they are dropping down to 99.4 just about. But Shiori Fangirl is going to find another miss at the last third of the map. Haku Kaori also finds a miss themselves, but it's at such late part of the chart that I don't know if it matters. Rei and Takanashi actually getting their combo dropped, but there's barely any time left. Rayan has to get back to that 400 combo mark. The score gap between these two teams, 5,000, 6,000, but it's not climbing whatsoever. It's actually dropping. Last few seconds of the chart. Anyway, 4,000 points between these two teams, actually shrinking. Oh, 25-55 for Team Indonesia A. Barely squeaking out that win there. Wow, look at Rayan's score, even with the miss, 976k. And Shiro top scoring the lobby with a 983.4k, with only one 100 to show for themselves, but also one of the best ratios actually. Hagakari actually performing the best in terms of ratio here. But it is Team Indonesia who are going to be getting a break point to start the match.
On your marks. Set. Go!
Very early break points, and with hybrid one, I think it's like a less heavy out and a very predictable and good map for Russia A. But yeah, and as I do things, this will be a high chance for Indonesia A to extend the gap here.
Yeah, Indonesia now in the driver's seat. Let's see how they respond after coming off of a break point at the very start of the match. This is very good for them. They will be picking Rice 2 MA as their own response. So MA is a very, very quick map. People might know this from certain Dan course, but we aren't going to use the actual Dan map. Don't worry about that, guys. We will have something much simpler in terms of that. So again, is going to pick Rice 2. Let's see how that goes for them.
We still have to wait for the referees to pick the Rice 2 for Russia A. I mean for Indonesia A.
Yeah, okay, looks like we're having some technical issues here, but we'll be there shortly. Yeah.
On your marks.
Probably some cognitive issue for the referees.
Yeah, I think our referee has been evicted to the Shadow Realm at the moment. We aren't sure what's going on. So we'll have to find out what's happening because I believe the referee was actually in chat earlier.
Yeah, sorry, I still got the signal for the referees, so they should be here soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait though, so
Yeah.
this is a reminder to all people.
There's a bit of single issue.
Yeah, looks like it. We'll have to wait. We waiting for a couple more minutes actually, just to get things back up. But yeah, we'll just have to wait for the referee to get back in here.
And meanwhile, we were still enjoying the custom songs, the
On your
Uma Pro
marks.
Legends.
Yeah, actually though.
Alright, seems they are back here.
Ah, they are. Yes, so Rise 2 is going to be the pick. Musical Masterpiece MA, which is the actually a quite it's not a surprising pick from Team Indonesia here. Actually,
I think
Takui Koyori.
Indonesia,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, I think Indonesia has been performing on LN, especially like LN1 is really great. So it's actually quite a surprise me to see them coming up with some Rise pick today.
Well, yeah, that is true, as Alan picks are also favoring Indonesia. But Rise 2, as we go on the stats of last week specifically, Hakui Koyori actually the fourth best scorer on the map of Rise 2 of last week, which was Chrono Diver, I believe, yeah. And even then, it's still not a clear choice on who's going to win this, because you can also see that other people in this match right now, like Shiro specifically, is also one of the top scorers on Chrono Diver. So it's going to be a bit of a back and forth scenario, I would imagine. However, we will have to wait and see. As we go back into the match, we are finally back. We have Ryan Takanashi, Siafig, MSW Ira, and Hakui Koyori for Indonesia A. Shiro, Zolas, and Shiori Fangirl still staying for their own team. Oh, Ryan Takanashi actually the first one to drop below the 99.5 range, but is slowly climbing back up as long as they don't get any 200s. And they are going back down a bit. Kavig is actually going to find a miss very early on, right at the 400 combo mark, and that has to be client, right?
Yeah, that's too obvious. But
Very
Shiro,
obvious.
but Shiro is a client. But still,
Yeah, actually, Shiro doesn't seem to be client missing either, but the score gap is going to grow to a measly 10,000 points, but it is shrinking as Siafik gets to the 400 combo cap as soon as they can. This map is 2 minutes long, but 200 BPM single stream awaits all these 6 competitors. The score gap's actually dropping, and Ryan Takanashi finding a massive drop, going down to 99.3. It was still pretty clean as all things considered, but Hakui Koyori, as the only full combo for Team Indonesia, is going to have to try and carry this against two full combos on the side of Russia. Even then, Hakui Koyori is only just beating out Zolas in the accuracy department. Shiori Fangirl and Shiro are holding their own against the others as Rin Takanashi finds another miss right at the end of the map, which is actually quite unfortunate for them. 34,778 points, another break point.
yeah, very impressive score from Solas with only three 200s and an FCs. But yeah, that we need more. Oh, I mean, yeah, very constant score from Russia Ace. Yeah, everyone's having just only these 200s and Indonesia A seems to be struggles in readings. They have made like 5 or 6 misses. So we hope gonna
Yeah.
see some improvements on Rise, or maybe some change in the strategies, maybe like hybrid and elements.
Yeah, that does mean that they might have to go back to picking the long notes for Team Indonesia just because that pick backfired for them as well. And so far, it's been if the opponent picks this map, we win sort of thing happening in this match right now. Okay, Russia is going to be picking the Rice 4. Actually, this is I believe this is Jack's, correct?
Yeah, it's a Cortex map, a very straightforward 103 BPMs.
Yeah, 103 BPM Jax, which is still quite fast for this level, but it's only going to get faster. Alright, we will be having a couple roster switches. Russia Aid bringing in Draconisha, and I wonder who will be replacing for Indonesia A. Okay, while we wait for the map to start, looking at statistics-wise, Rice 4 last week, which was Angel Dream, one of the top scorers of the map, actually placing exactly 10th, is going to be Shiro. So it will be not a big of a surprise for them to show up here. And as far as Indonesia is going, it doesn't really appear to me that a lot of people will be picking Jax at the 5-digit level, but it is quite a popular pick here. Hakuikari actually coming back for the Jax pick, but we will have to see how this goes for them.
So I think so far Rice 4 is a very straightforward Jack picks, but also is a very long cortex sections. It lies it start from straight up 30 seconds, and it's non-stopping. And the pattern is also kind of awkward with some anchors and one-hand throws. So it's not going to be like straightforward ratio map. They was maybe expected some miss from above the team if they are not focusing on it.
For some picks like this, you want to focus on ratio, but you can't just purely autopilot it because it is not a pure Jack map. So we will have to see how that will affect all the players here. It looks like Rayan and Shiori Fangirl matching accuracies as well as they can. And the only real lead coming from Hakoi Kayori, however, a big act drop from Rayan Takanashi is the couple 200. It appears that they were hitting a bit too early for some of these cores, but Zolas and Shiori are finding the first drops of their team. So this is actually still going to be a lead for Indonesia. Oh, Zolas having another little mishap there. Hakoi Kayori is going to be powering through this map with just the pure combo difference or accuracy difference between these two teams right now being in the tens of percent even. Shiro finding another drop, meaning there will be no more full combos for Team Russia. Rayan finding a drop of their own again, but it's still Hakoi Kayori holding on for that 99.93. I don't think they've dropped at all. Siafik finding a miss but traded back instantly by two of the Russian team members. Hakui is still powering through, finally finding a slight dip in accuracy, but only by the smallest of margins. Shiro holding on to their combo as much as they can, but even with that, finding a 200 on the break part is not what you want to see.
Another bright spot here, but the score gap is already very different for Indonesia Ace. Ray Takanashi fighting the beast here and drop the accuracy down to 98%, but it's still barely just time for Indonesia Ace to return. Because accuracy are just crazy, 99.91.
Yeah, Zola's finding another drop, being traded out instantly by Ray, but it's at the end of the map. Shiori finding one last drop, but it doesn't matter as Indonesia takes another break point. 3 in a row for this match. And a 29,000 point lead coming off the back of a full combo by only Hakoye Kayori. A V1 double S as well.
Yeah, looking at the accuracy from Russia, so they are only just 1 digits than 200, but yeah, they miss count. Yeah, that's what they should have to prevent from. Another breakpoint, which means the next one score gonna be very interesting, and this will be on Indonesia Ace to protect. To pick.
Yeah, it appears that the narrative that standard players who play can still play Jax as well. Oh, looks like we'll be having Hybrid 4 as Indonesia's pick here. Your voice beats me, Everlasting Future.
And let's shout out to Mappers Poppy with a very good song choice and a good maps again. And this will be the mini tiebreakers Hybrid 4.
Yeah, and it's a very long map, so we will be seeing quite a bit of a jump in difficulty here. Inorin will be replacing Hakuori for Team Indonesia. We will be having Zero and Shiori Fangirl again for Russia A.
And also this map is starting to featuring more complex patterns like LMs with some crazy text bursts. So what's the difficulty? I think it's like constant enough. But yeah, it will be a pretty big jumps, and getting adapted to more complex patterns.
Yeah, we will be seeing how this one is going to play out for this map. Looks like there's a bit of delay here, but we'll see what that comes up with. Alright, looks like we have loaded into the miniature tiebreaker styled hybrid. So far, nothing to show for it besides Pancho having another issue again.
Yeah, the thing happened only here is only the benchos. And here we are
Both
kicking
teams-
in with some
Okay.
kicks. Oh, and here's the L&D inverse.
Inverse!
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of brutal to start a map, assuming this is 5-digit level. A lot of people finding a bit of difficulty with the inverse transition there, but everyone is still kind of making out mostly unscathed. However, that is another one miss of advantage towards Indonesia. Zolas finding another drop there as we get into this sort of repetitive part, and we get another little hybrid section here with the LN plus right note pattern. But there are some mini jacks here which are kind of evil, but the BPM is still quite kind to those kinds of patterns. Oh, Shiori Fanger finding another drop here. We go to this very, very wacky section here. Inorin, Ryan Takanashi, and Shira still holding full combos for their respective teams. But it's still quite a ways away for this map. Only halfway through now. And as we can see from the break, 35,682 points of difference between these two. More inverse is not what you wanted to see for this. Rayan and Shira finally dropping their full combos. Oh, the inverses are brutal. We go to the Kiai, and Inorin actually finds the first drop. No more full combos in the entire lobby, but it's still a 30,000 point score gap between them. Oh, it appears the stamina issues are kicking in for everyone. No one having a combo at all on the side of Indonesia. This does mean the score gap is actually going to slowly decrease, but as it shrinks, Shiori still finding another drop. That is going to give it back a bit more towards Indonesia. And as we get to the ending of this map, which is about the last 15%, it's safe to say I believe Indonesia has got this in the bag. Inorin Shiori trading misses for the map, but again, trades only favor the team that's in the lead. So even with that little mishap from actually I think Jafet also, it doesn't matter as Indonesia will be taking this point, finally not a break point.
Yeah, finally not a breakpoint and we are convincing spoil for Indonesia. Yeah, with very impressive accuracy from Shiros. Yeah, they're holding all of the accuracy for Russia A. But yeah, Ren Takanashi's and along with Inoris and Sex Weavers is holding the accuracies and the consistency better. Yeah.
Very, very consistent scores out of everyone here, actually. Shira top scoring the lobby with actually only a slider break, not even a miss, just a slider break. And the best ratio and best 200 count to show for it. It's just no full combos on either side of this. And we move on to Russia's next pick. They have to answer back in kind, and they'll be picking Rice 3, their Protect. They want that point back.
It's time for Russia to take back the point with the protects. As the right takes very gonna be a very wacky tech maps with 170 BPM and 1/5 and 1/6 burst. Okay. And also the gray is gonna be one of the heaviest tech map of the pool.
Yeah, very, very weird kind of tech map. But if anyone knows anything about Sakura Burst kind of songs, these very wacky rhythms can actually be very, very detrimental to accuracy. So even with a simpler kind of map such as this, OD 7.8 is going to be a bit of a challenge here. Also, I did the math by looking at this map, and with most of this chart actually being 1/4, there is some 1/5 and 1/6 snaps here. And if you're gonna factor in the 1/5 snaps on these 170 BPM charts, you are looking at a 212.5 BPM burst, I guess you can say. So, again, quite fast, but it's not super fast.
Yeah, I think
Alright,
the key
Go
of
for it.
winning this right speed is how they are gonna control in the burst. Yeah, they already constantly speed up these movements and then slow down a bit. Gonna be very tough for both teams.
yeah, this map is all about burst and accuracy control. We will have to see how consistent these guys will be at hitting these 1/5 bursts. And also these 1/6 graces might trip up some people if they can't act them correctly. You could always just hit them as chords, but that is going to tank your accuracy just a tiny bit, but that kind of adds up. Especially in the later rounds of this tournament, we are already in the semifinals. Looks like Rayan actually finding a bit of struggle there at the very start with the 300s, and even opting for Mirror to maybe ease the mind block, but we can see that there is going to be a bit of a struggle as well from the Russian side. We are not at the 400 combo mark yet or the first KI, so we will see how that changes now.
But surely Fenrir is fighting with and Solas too. That will extend the gap into Indonesia's very favor.
Oh yeah, this is we're actually quite dirty from Fury Fangirl and Sola, dropping below 99 as well on this short map to 1 minute 54 seconds. It's not one of the maps you want to be missing on at all, especially on the tech map where it's extremely easy to miss at. You are very vulnerable to very simple act drop if you just misread a pattern completely. And the very repetitive structure of this map can be deadly to these players. And as we speak though, Haku Kyori, Rayan Takanashi, and Siakic all having their full combo still. But Shiro is actually the one outscoring the entire lobby with a 99.51 on their accuracy right now. But a 40,000 score deficit might be too much for them to pull back. It could very well be another point for Indonesia. A break point at the end. Rayan drops at the end.
Yeah, and there will be no full combo lobby for Indonesia A, but still, two full combo is will be more than enough for another point.
Yeah, we don't know what the plan is now for Team Indonesia. But they are comfortably cruising in a 4-1 lead for this map, and they could very well just pick SV here and try and get another point on the board, get them to match point as soon as possible, eliminate Russia A right then and there basically. But they are not. They will be picking Long Note 2 Volstead Bar instead.
Yeah, Indonesia I finally is choosing the LN as a strong. Yeah.
something something strong to 80. Anyway,
Yeah.
for those who know, a very famous category remix of this song called Strong to 80 has made Mania players suffer in the past few years, especially if you're a course Jackstream or a core Jack player, you will probably know what I'm talking about. But this is only 132 BPM. This is not 280 as what category may have done to this, but we will probably see how bad this will get for the players. It is a 3-minute long chart. Here we go. Looks like we will be subbing in. Kurvak Fun Game is going to be joining in for Team Russia. And same with Sidopi, and actually, we'll see how this goes. Both players actually struggling a bit as well, but Shiori is the one who finds the miss. A very, very recent trend for this match as well. Shiori finding very, very uncomfortable starts on the maps, which is not what you want to see for Team Russia. Oh, Shampage actually being missing as well on Team Indonesia, but still just under 99. It's still quite nice for them. Shiro finding a drop in exchange though, meaning 2 to 1 full combos again for Team Indonesia.
Yeah, seems Indonesia is exploiting the weakness of LNs of Russia very well. Because only Shiro is the one who holding the combos and accuracy here. But still they are below than 99%. While we still have Rain Takanashi holding above 99%. This will be the top scorer of the University A, and here we go with the key eyes and more dancers LN uses with some slight LN coordinations. This is going to be a very big challenge.
Yeah, the LN coordination patterns are quite brutal. Kurvak actually still holding a full combo, but the accuracy is dropping. You can tell from the UR bar that they are a bit struggling on what looks like to be the releases on these long notes. Shiori finding another drop as well, but everyone actually on Team Indonesia finding their way back to the 400 combo mark, especially Rayan still holding the full combo with a 99.2, upscoring everyone else and still being the MVP. This is going to be very, very dominant, a very, very dominant fashion showing from Team Indonesia if they keep this up. Rayan has to hold now. Any catastrophic drops now could spell a very close endgame, but two players, one from each team, is going to trade their misses right at the same time, looks like it too. But at the very last part here, we will have to see how these players fare. Rayan's still holding on, but here we go, another Ki section.
So far, Indonesia is still holding the combo very constantly with C-Dips and Rentaganashi, both holding near one is near 2000 and one is 3500 combos. Yeah. And we will end with very huge gap, 100,000 for Indonesia A.
970k from Rayin, and the next closest score being Shiro at 938k. That is a statement there. Actually, Rayin's lead alone could be the reason why they won against they won against Russia, which is very, very, very unfortunate for Team Russia as they now are in a map point situation. Team Indonesia, Russia has last possible pick for them, and it's going to be Rice 5.
And yeah, this probably is gonna be one of the Rise 5 or Rise 6.
Yeah, these are the last rice picks, and we'll have the Spanish version of Shakira's "Hips Don't Lie" or "Sera Sera," and we will. I've not heard this song in so long. I feel old listening to this, but this is quite a mixed map for the rice. So you would think this would favor Team Russia, but Team Indonesia are still holding on to their consistent forms here for semifinals, and they want to keep this up as well, as they will be fighting a very very difficult challenge next week if they close this out now.
Tú sabes qué palabra usar para hacerme suspirar. Mantente atento, ya va llegando el momento. Será que la que una pues porque fue para hacerse hoy. Siento, sí, bebé, sí es perfecto.
Alright, here we go. A bold statement in the game chat right now. They will not be finishing themselves, Team Russia says. But let's see if that is going to come to fruition. Apparently, Draconesia is not in the game. Okay, let's see how that's gonna work now. Okay, we are going into the Rice 5. Russia's pick, as you can see.
Tú sabes qué palabra usar para hacerme suspirar. Mantente atento, ya va llegando el momento.
Here we go to the first chorus of the song. And Hakui Kaori dropping to below 99 just about, but it's still doing better than two players of Team Russia. They are actually both struggling here on this dumpy type of chart, which is not what you want to see, especially when Shiro is 99.77% and climbing on this kind of map.
Seems the S3 player here has struggled in this dumb map. So just seems because like status we don't have really much map which is presenting the Pogo is a strength of note. But still that is very decent accuracy. With Russia, only Shiro holding the accuracy. This will still be a very huge advantage for Russia.
Yeah, and it's Faz actually making an appearance here for this match. Actually struggling also on the top side of the screen, but it's still doing just enough to keep Indonesia in the lead at 40,000 points ahead of Russia. It appears that Russia's bold statement might have been just bravado as this match goes to the last third of the map, closing in and a 48,000 point lead now for Team Indonesia. Shiro with a 99.79 is doing all they can to make Russia stay alive, but this is the last hope.
Yeah, so far still triple FC from all the players. I expect it's fast and Ruby Dragon is
A very, very unfortunate drop right at the end. And what is that score from Shiro? 993 with 1,200. Hello?
Oh, yeah, he should really finish up with a top scorer of Rise 5. Yeah, very nice performance overall for Shiro's.
Yeah, that is one of the most exciting scores for this tournament so far. Full combo 1x200, 993 Rise 5. They want to, looks like they want to play tiebreaker for fun, but for now, we must congratulate both teams for making it this far, but Indonesia will be continuing their journey next week.
Yeah, Indonesia I will join the finals bracket in the loser bracket, and they will fight. Yeah, again. And we are got China B versus Indonesia A will be the match of finals loser bracket, and while Vietnam A this will be a Philippines A versus Vietnam A, another 18 matches. Yeah,
And look at that finals week matchups. We have USA and versus China A, and then we have on the losers bracket CNB, Indonesia A, Vietnam A, and Philippines A on their respective matches that'll be coming out next week. So, wow, what a weekend!
yeah, what weekends! A very much exciting matches, especially the earlier match, United States A versus Vietnam A. Yeah, and we'll have more of them in the finals round, which should happen is next week.
Yeah, wow. Again, congratulations. But looks like for some reason the bracket shows Philippines versus Vietnam. That is definitely not the matchup today, but they want to play SV and the tiebreaker just for fun.
And they really want to show the SV weather side.
Do they want to play SV though?
I think they have ready for the SV map like they want to play it at all costs.
Hey, I mean, it's the last match of the weekend. May as well have some fun. Let's show off the SV capabilities of these teams.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna expect some aura farming from the SV play from Indonesia A. And let's see, Global One Game is joining here, and let's see what they are featuring us this time.
Yeah, we'll have to see now the SV scores for these players. Just, just for fun. And apparently they're saying 700k gang as if that is their score for this. I'm sure that's not the case. Alright, looks like we are going to be playing SV just for the fun of it.
It seems we're getting it to you soon. The SV Ready for you, missed by 3 farm.
Yeah, we are getting into crazy for you, the SV pick. Just because people want to have fun a bit with the SV picks. Indonesia actually showing a bit of an early lead for this map. And with barely any judgment on this map, any miss could be fatal. It's FS is also going to drop a very early miss, but that's going to be traded by Jacanisha and Kurobak actually.
Oh, and we are seeing Indonesia clearing it with a 99.66 accuracy. Pretty huge gap compared to the best players in Russia. We should be Shuri Fengun with 98.5 right now.
Yeah, Inorin with that very insane act with a 99.65. Slightly dropping there, but they're still the only one who's in a considerable lead right now. However, Russia having an enormous team score lead. I also like how Krovak's meant to be playing on Russia, but they're on Indonesia for some reason.
Yeah, I think there are like more than just 6 players in the lobbies. Or like
Yeah,
the whole
they
team
just-
is joining here.
Some people missing there on the slow jam. As expected, slow jams kill people.
This is indeed a pretty hard map with slow jump and fast jump is alternating together.
A reminder to every competitor who's remaining in the tournament to practice SV, as there will be a bit of a increase in the SV difficulty for the next 2 weeks. So just
Yeah.
gonna point that out there.
Yeah, and also as the forum said, there will be 2 SV featuring from the final stage.
Yes, that's the other thing about the finals and grand final stages. We will be having 2 SV picks. So prepare yourselves, players, for the remaining map pools. So
I bet no one will want 2 free points for the opponents, so train SV.
of course, I mean, let's be honest. Maybe there's gonna be a ban.
Yeah. Oh, and now it's time for the tiebreaker show match.
Yeah, we're gonna have a show match as well, just to be, enjoyable. I don't think has the tiebreaker been played this weekend?
Yeah, unfortunately not yet. The closest was Vietnam versus Russia. I mean Vietnam versus United States.
Yeah, it was close, but no tiebreaker. So at least we get to see a tiebreaker here.
We'll get the chance to enjoy the tiebreaker show match, and this will be Tales of the Dungeons, Adults, and Map by Lot. And this will be like very hard tiebreakers, a pretty huge jump for the final. And we're gonna be featuring small LN users such as LN release and technical buttons, which will be more popular on the high-end tournaments like NMWCs or Live 4DGs tournaments.
Yeah, looks like we will be seeing a tiebreaker just for the fun of it, but now we will be playing it. I'm assuming we are. Looks like we have the 3 players on each side. Well, that we can see. There's probably more people in the lobby playing, but let's see how the tiebreaker will be going. Alright. A tiebreaker showcase because it's fun to play a tiebreaker even when well, especially when there's no other tiebreakers in the weekend. We get at least to see the hard work of some very skilled mappers being shown off.
Yeah, and the map's gonna be a collab between me and Lord. Yeah, so Lord is mostly popular on the first half and the second last map. Yes, so my section will be like some rest with a few wanted projects.
Yeah. We're going in. Well, Bancho does not want us to go forward, but we start with a little Ellen biased intro, and we are going to the build up now for the next part of the chart, which is a bit of a mini jacking section here. Bit of funny mini jacks in between these very back and forth patterns here, which is going to really show a bit of difficulty, especially on the bottom side of the map. Draconisha, Ray, and Inorin, and actually it's fast, also dropping accuracies, but Shira holding that 98, and Zola's actually still holding a 99 with their full combos. How long will they keep them? Once Draconisha finds another drop, it's fast, trades it right back. 5,000 points in between. Draconisha really showing off their bit of skill, their bit of skill there. However, they are struggling with these mini jacks and a bit of the releases. Lead's gonna go back to Team Indonesia for this show match of the tiebreaker. Zolas finds a drop, finally losing a hold of their combo. We go to the jack section here.
Solas will be doing very good on the stack section. The constant 1-6 in bursts and more mini jacks here.
A bit of the wacky short LNs here that are going to probably trip up a few people. However, the combos are still there, besides for It's Fast and Kira, who just got back to the 400 combo mark as I speak. We go to the next half of the chart, and we have this bit of motif similar to the intro, but is a lot denser, especially with the added jacks in here. A break now warranted for these players. They have been given one as we enter the last third of the map, which is quite dense. You may be wondering how is it only just 500,000 on the score when it's been about 60% of the map? Well, you're about to see why that is. The last third of the map is extremely dense, as tiebreakers usually do. So we will see how that's going to be for these players. Oh my god, mini Lacrima Trill right there during that little outro part, sorry, and oh, Draconisha finding a drop right before he gets the 400 combo mark. Zolas and Shira finding large combos once again, but the gap still at around 12,500 points to Team Indonesia. Rayan does find a drop.
And now the BPM is raised up from 150 to 190, and we are heading into more LN density sections with this build up.
No more mini jacks in this section, just a bunch of density and a bit of release too. Also putting in the coordination factor as well. It's fast Draconisha, Tholas, Inorin all finding drop. It's just Raid and Shiro with any semblance of a combo left. 31,000 points is the difference between these two teams. Rain finds a drop. Shiro's the only one with anywhere close to 400 combo. 700 now as we move to the outro sections of this TI. The density really showing the difference in skills within these players for these kinds of maps. Four stars, by the way. Fake stars.
4-star. Lots of mini jacks and the burst, and also LN with some movements like troops and coordination. Yes, 4-star.
Draconisha, I think, has given up. He has started quadding some of those and mashing a bit for those, and he just... Well, that ends Tales of the Dungeon, the tiebreaker showcase. And a B rank for Draconisha. Unfortunate for them, but the stamina doesn't seem to be there. Unlucky for them. They'll get it in the future, I'm sure of it. I'm also a player who kind of struggles with stamina oriented things, so...
Yeah, however, it's still an very impressive score for Heroes. Only 2 missed and pretty near to 99%.
Yeah. Wow, actually insane scores there from Zero. 952k. Just showing how good of a player they are. But Indonesia will still be the ones taking the cake. To the finals week they will be going.
And this is the last match of semi-finals of NMWC 2025. And we still will have the Mapu Showcase, which should be released on 14 UTC Monday. So don't miss out. And this is me, the commentators, and with the Itawachi, anything you want to say?
Well, to the remaining 6 teams in the finals week, we'll have quite a lot in store for you, so just a reminder to practice SV, yes.
Yeah, practice SV is never enough. And yes, and again, this will be the last match of the week, and see you soon.